October 6th, Dave Dispinette with the stock playbook with a small, tiny, teensy weeny little sample of what we do on a nightly basis. Dow Jones up 183 points today, 1.7%. Volume, extremely light. NASDAQ Composite, 46 points, 1.9%. Volume, extremely light. S&P 500, same thing, up 20 points, 1.8%. Volume continued. There's no conviction behind this. This is, like we said yesterday, just another little rally. We took a shot at the short side at yesterday's close. This morning it opened up. Looked like we weren't going to be, we were fighting a market that wanted to go higher. So we traded the market we had. You want to talk about hitting this thing perfect. And I don't pat myself on the back often. The market's tough to make money in. But you want to talk about a perfect day. I'm short last night, looks lower. Steve Jobs unfortunately passed away. We get a little rally. I'm convinced we're going lower. Then we open up and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. I get out, I cover my short, then go long. I make a quick 20 points. I think we're at the upper end of the range. I cover my buy, I short it, we sell off, and then it looks like we can get a rally at ends day. I buy some, I get a rally into the close, and then I sell it, and then ultimately I'm short overnight. I'll put a tight stop loss in overnight. We got the unemployment numbers before the open. I mean, just a phenomenal day at trading the E-minis. Leaving the E-minis now, getting back to the market. SPXU, we circled it. We said if it pulls back towards that 18.5 level, I think that's where you could start nibbling some more. Drop down to 18.50 today. I did just that. I bought a little bit more SPXU on this pullback. Again, I think the market's had a nice little run in the last couple days. It might last another day or two, but it might not. I don't know. But ultimately, I think we go lower, and I think SPXU goes higher. So I think there's a great opportunity to get long here, and then if it comes in towards that 17 level, you can really press your bet with a real tight stop, maybe at 16.5. Close under 16.5, you're out of the whole thing. Individual names: Halliburton, Joy Global. Both of them had a nice little pop. I sold a little Joy Global yesterday. I sold a little of Halliburton today. And I'm going to be ready to take profits, and because all of these will come back down if the market rolls over. The one sector you got to keep your eye on is the financials. If this rally is going to have any legs, the financials have to work. So Bank of America, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs. You could pick any of them to play. Morgan Stanley. I like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Bank of America is also interesting. I'd play it with some long-term options. But, keep an eye on this. If you want to get the whole basket, FAS, triple the Russell 1000 Financial Index. Nice little pop. We mentioned it for our subscribers 2 days ago. It's down in the 840, 850 range. Now it's 1150. I mean, 850 to 1150 in 2 days. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You're talking about a 44% gain in 3 days. If you caught that move, you get out. You take the profits and run on at least half of your position. And then the rest you can let it ride. Just depends on whether or not you think this is just a bounce or the beginning of something more substantial. Individual names to get long. I don't want to do this too often to get you guys too excited. I'll just leave it at this. SREV, S-R-E-V is a name we've talked about often in the playbook. SREV, Service Source, revenue management software is one to keep an eye on tomorrow. And SodaStream, S-O-D-A, probably my favorite stock between now and the end of the year. Made a ton of money on the upside the first time, starting to build a position again in it down here. Listen to our video tonight. Sign up for a free trial at thestockplaybook.com and see what we got to say about both. Have a good night. I'll talk with you tomorrow.